It looks like the bear got really angry. On January 2, 2024, Russia launched another missile strike on Ukraine. According to preliminary data, during this attack, Russia used 15 Kinzhal hypersonic missiles, 120 air-to-ground missiles of various types, and about 70 Geranium kamikaze drones. Let me remind you that 2 days ago, on December 31st, Russia used only 10 Kinzhal hypersonic missiles during the attack on Ukraine. As you can see with each new missile attack, the number of involved Kinzhal hypersonic missiles is growing with enviable regularity. This fact indicates that Russia has finally established mass production of its hypersonic missiles, and that Moscow is now in a position to use them en masse. Moreover, in Moscow itself, this missile strike on Ukraine is called retaliation for Belgorod, and this is just the beginning. Numerous explosions were recorded in Kirovohrad, Kherson, Cherkasy, Kyiv, and Kharkiv regions. Ukrainian telegram channels are in real shock. According to them, Russia began to launch massive missile strikes on Ukraine with a one-day break for the first time. At the same time, Western experts and analysts continue to claim that this massive missile strike is Putin's revenge for Belgorod. Moreover, everything that is happening indicates that Russia is only gaining momentum, and is not going to stop its missile strikes against the military and energy infrastructure of Ukraine. It is reported that 22 95 strategic bombers, 18 Tu-22M3 long-range supersonic missile bombers, and 15 MiG-31K supersonic high-altitude all-weather interceptor fighters were involved in this missile attack. At the same time, it is worth noting that all missile launches towards Ukraine were carried out over the Caspian Sea. The representative of the Ukrainian Air Force, Yuri Ignat, said that Ukrainian radars had detected about 100 Russian missiles of various types. According to the mayor of Kyiv, Vitaly Klitschko, after a series of powerful explosions in the capital of Ukraine, in different parts of the city fires broke out. Moreover, witnesses claim that in the Galasivsky district of Kyiv, Russia used a completely new and previously unknown to anyone missile. According to them, when approaching the target at an altitude of 20 meters, this missile fired about 7 smaller rockets, which hit the park where the NATO air defense systems, including the US Patriot complexes, were located. According to preliminary data, 2 US Patriot batteries and 1 German self-propelled anti-aircraft gun Gepard were destroyed. At the same time, military experts have not been able to determine which missile Russia used in the attack on the Galasivsky district of Kyiv. Most likely, this missile is one of the latest developments of the Russian military-industrial complex, which is being tested in real combat conditions. In addition, it also became known that the hypersonic missile Kinzhal completely destroyed the anti-radiation bomb shelter in Kharkiv. As it turned out, the Ukrainian military stored NATO missiles for Western multiple-launch rocket systems in this anti-radiation bomb shelter. Moreover, the Russians also managed to destroy numerous workshops for the assembly and repair of military equipment and local decision-making centers. Meanwhile, military expert and journalist Jimmy Rushton admitted that if the Russians make a couple more such massive missile attacks, the Ukrainian air defense will no longer respond to many targets, since there are practically no interceptor missiles left in Ukraine, and the number of air defense systems has decreased catastrophically. Moreover, the British newspaper, The Telegraph, citing its own sources in the Pentagon, directly stated the helplessness of Ukrainian air defenses in the face of Russian missile strikes. According to the British newspaper, Western countries, including the United States, cannot supply Kyiv with a large number of interceptor missiles for Patriot systems. These missiles are very expensive and the production process takes a lot of time. Thus, the West indirectly admitted that NATO countries, including the United States, were unable to protect Ukraine from Russian missiles.